with the daily puzzle. Let's refresh for today's daily puzzle. So it's December 6th, 2022. And we are live. Just checking to make sure that we are live. Yes, we are live. So yeah, okay, it's white to move, and let's get right to the challenge. Okay, so it's equal material. White has 3 pawns, 1 rook. Black has 3 pawns, 1 rook. And so white goes here, and black pawns go at this side. So it's white to move. Now we are very close to queening this pawn on a7, and the way we can do this is once a8 is protected, so once this square is protected, then we can promote the pawn, right? So even if they are defending the a8 square with their rook, if we are also defending it, then we would at least be up a rook in that case once we exchange, and that position will be winning because our king is still active and black already has double pawns, and this pawn cannot move because we are blocking the pawn with our pawn on h4. I think because black is out in the open on d4, I think we can bring our rook back, give a check first, right? And so this is a common principle in chess that whenever you have passed pawns, they must be pushed, and if you go behind the passed pawns, then it's the best, because then it's easier to just push them and keep on defending them and also create a threat of queening them, so the opponent has to react to that. So I think one of the ways that we can do is that give a check first, because they don't have any defending piece with the king. Let's say they move anywhere, right? So the black king cannot move here, right? So they cannot move here, here, or here. They can, however, go to this, or this position. So regardless of wherever they go, I think what we can do afterwards, giving a check, is that we can go to this, to a4. So now they cannot take the pawn, right? If they take the pawn, then we just take the rook. And if they don't take the pawn, let's recalculate. So we go, give a check on b4. The king moves anywhere, right? Let's say here. And then we bring our rook behind the pawn on a4. So now the black rook has to react to this because it's undefended. So probably if they move outside of the a file, then we'll just queen this pawn on a7 to a8, and I think that should be the solution. I don't see any other refutation because they cannot give a check even, right? Because there is this pawn. So earlier I was thinking maybe they can give a check, but they are having this pawn and they cannot go to this square because we are defending. So probably if they don't defend this, then or maybe even if they take our rook, let's see, let's calculate that as well. So we give a check. Let's say they try to move inch closer towards our queening pawn, then we get the rook behind the pawn. Then let's say they have it here, right, to keep on defending. Probably in that case, we can even just take the rook with the check, and then if they take, we queen, right? And if they don't take, if they try to get towards the pawn, we still queen. So in both of the cases we are able to queen. or at least in the minimum we are able to exchange and be up a rook. So I think that should be the solution. Let's calculate another variation if we can. So we go here, give a check. Let's say they bring their king here, we bring our rook behind the passed pawns on a4. Let's say they take, right? So we have to take, and because they are too far away from the pawn, they can't even reach the queening square. So let's say they even go here, we will still be queening in that case. So I think that should be the solution. I don't see any other refutation for this. So let's try to solve this. So we give a check, rook b4 plus is correct, and then we bring the rook on a4. It is correct. So okay, those so they don't want us to be queening. They took the rook, they took the queening pawn. So now we just take the rook back, and that's all. Yep. So it's 5 days in a row. It's glad that we are all connecting and improving our chess together. And if you like the video, do subscribe to the channel. And if you have any suggestions for me, do write it in the comment box as well. I go live daily, and you can join me on the live sessions on the scheduled streams. Even if you want to follow along afterwards, you can do it at your own time and convenience. And you can pause the video at any time because it's uploaded even after the live stream ends. So yeah, that's it. And we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining in. I hope you learned something new.